Hi, I'm Glenn Simpson, and I've collected comic books for over 40 years, and I'm showing off my collection one box at a time. Today, we're looking at box number 65. We are continuing our way through Flash. We're going to finish up Flash Volume 2, get into Volume 3, and Volume 4, and Volume 5. So we are flashing our way all the way through this box. So I'm really glad you're here. Thank you so much. Please like and comment and subscribe. Those are all great things that help the channel. If you'd like to see any of the books that are in between the ones that I show in the video, please comment and let me know, and we'll make that happen. So here we go. Let's get going with box number 65. All right, so we're picking up where we left off with Flash number 138, still being written by Grant Morrison, and Flash is still racing a sort of a Sonic the Hedgehog ripoff, the human race arc. Then we go to 140, the Black Flash arc. Linda's dead. Probably not forever. Let's see. Then we've got a big boy book because it is the first appearance of the Black Flash. You can see the Black Flash again several times, I guess, and but in the CW series as well. Right there. And by 142, she's back. So obviously she's not dead. And we've got them the wedding day of Wally and Linda. And skipping forward a few, we've got the Chain Lightning arc. We've got Wade. Mark Wade is back. Lots of different flashes from time and space. All of the issues of Chain Lightning have this kind of running cover. There, got the what's it called? Cobalt Blue? No. Anyway, you got Reverse Flash back, and all kinds of stuff about how the Flash is the Thawns, or is the twin brother of Barry. I don't know, stuff like that. That's 147. 151 is a pretty cool issue. It is Wally kind of having a flashback to when he was a kid and having an adventure with the Teen Titans against Grodd. Right there. We've got 152. The advent of, I think, what we call Walter West, the mysterious new Flash that comes along. Is he Wally? Is he not? Who can say? He continues to. We have multiple Flashes here in 156. I've sort of been a while. I don't remember what we're doing. 157, and Linda's dead again. She just can't stay alive. But I bet she'll stay alive. I bet she'll come back to life. 157. 164, we've jumped now, and Jeff Johns is doing the stories, and Brian Bolland is doing the covers. And I never thought about this earlier. Jeff Johns is doing this really weird storyline that if I would have misremembered that as being the Grant Morrison storyline. So it's kind of a weird situation there. But anyway, 164. 165. The death of Aquaman. Kind of a very Silver Agey look to everything there. 168. everything we know is gone. There. You know, it's funny the way, like, when Flash is living in Central City, then everything bad happens in Central City. When he moves to Keystone City, then everything bad happens to Keystone City. It's like, what's the common denominator here? 169 right there. Flash continuing his journey through this sort of alternate reality. Jump to 171. We're back in reality. We are about to. He's dealing with this cult, and the cult is the cult of Cicada, who this is his first appearance, and he also will appear in the CW series as a villain right there. Including with his dagger that I don't know what it does. It kills Flashes or steals their speed or something. 173 right there. Still fighting Cicada. 175 with the Weather Wizard right there. Got 176. Oops. Try that. 176. Weather Wizard. Big fight. Not sure why this one is a big boy book. Nothing too special that I know of. Let's see. 177. There. Run a black hole. 180. Somewhere in here, we've got the first appearance of Peekaboo, another villain that they would adapt for the TV show. There, she's got teleporting powers. Oops, work on that. Got that month that all of the covers kind of had the logo in a weird place, like this. Got Jeff Johns back on writing. Got the Rogues, some of whom are the new Rogues, not the old Rogues. Brian Bolland cover. More Johns dealing with the Thinker, who was also adapted to the CD. This is where they got a lot of the stuff for the CW show, I think. Right there, 185. 188. Got Scott Collins on covers now. He's been doing interiors. There. 189 with what looks like a Secret Files cover. I would have sworn that's what this was, but oops, sorry, secret. But it's just a regular issue. Right there. 189. Jumping to 196. The return of Peekaboo. She's got her roller skates. 198. Oh, oops. Well, before we have 198, we have 197, which is the first appearance of the new Professor Zoom, a new Reverse Flash, just called Zoom in a lot of cases. The origin of Zoom. Hunter Zolomon, right there. In that big boy book. So then they continue to fight in 198. There. Linda will probably die again. Then we get to, so we got to around 202 or 200, and Wally got, we jumped to like this new world where, you know, because Wally, everybody knew who Wally West was, that he was the Flash up to this point, and then we jumped into a storyline where he had a secret identity again, and he seems to have given up being the Flash and some things like that. So very different storyline that we jumped into at 200, and that is continuing into 202 there. Got 203 there. We start getting into some Michael Turner covers. Some beauty right there. It's 208. There's another Michael Turner cover on 208. 211. Not what you would expect from a Michael Turner cover, but that's what you got right there. $212. Ethan Van Sciver doing some cover work there. Jeff Johns still writing. And then with Mirror Master. 217. So we got a little crossover with Identity Crisis. Identity Crisis, the Captain Boomerang, the original, decides that for some reason he needs to kill Tim Drake's father, and so he does, but he gets killed himself in the process, and so Captain Boomerang dies. And his son is now going to be the new Captain Boomerang. And the son not only can throw a boomerang, but he also has super speed, which is a mystery. How does that happen? So, there you go. Identity Crisis. Not my favorite. 218. Focus on Heatwave. Everything you wanted to know about Heatwave, but we're too scared you'd get burned to ask. There. 222. The Top is back. He's been dead for a while. And Murmur. What is this? Gridiron? Is that what his name is? Some of the classic ones. Scudder as Mirror Master. I swear that looks like he's got a bandage over his ear, but that's the front of his gun. Anyway. You're getting that full view of the weird optical illusion. 223. Zoom with the Rogues versus the Reverse Flash. Right there. Oops. And it comes into view at 223. Right there. And 226. So we've lost Jeff Johns. Got Stuart Emonin. Got a groovy, kind of cool cover there. We get to 227. And Art Thiebair. And this finish line storyline where they're about to end it. They're about to Wally West is going to stop being the Flash, and that storyline ends in 230, and Wally West stops being the Flash forever. He's done. Well, not really. Okay, so Then he goes in this goes into Flash, the Fastest Man Alive, where Bart Allen has grown up as an adult and is the Flash. And then that will last about a year, and then we'll have the All Flash one shot. And then from there, this series will pick back up with issue 231. Mark Waid again. Doing that. 235. Freddie Williams doing the, what is Acuna? I can't remember. Acuna doing covers. I can't remember his first name right this second. 235. Uh, 236. Freddie Williams cover. Not sure what's the big deal on this one. There, not a key. 237, hanging out in Metropolis. Keith Champagne writing. There, 240. So basically, we're kind of jumping around on writers here. Tom Payer writing on this one. There, got the Dark Side, got all these kind of running DC things that were running through all of the DC books during that time. 240. $241. There. Oops, sorry. 241. There. Inertia, the Evil Impulse, and then the series ends again with 247. And we are, what's their date? We're in 09. So I think where the next thing that'll happen is we're about to have Flash Rebirth, where Barry Allen's going to come back. And then we're going to get into the Flash, the next Flash series. Well, I think we'll see that in a second. 247. Meanwhile, the series, of course, had a 1 million issue where the heroes of the far, far future meet the heroes of today. There. Jumping back to the Mike Baron period on issue annual 1. There. By annual 4, we're in the Armageddon 2001, where this guy is from the future and he knows one of the heroes is going to turn bad and become a thing called Monarch, but he's got to figure out who it is. So he's looking into the future of each hero to see which one is going to become Monarch. We've got Travis Charest doing this cover for the Eclipso with the Darkness Within annual. All the annuals that year having a tie-in with the fight against Eclipso. Annual 8. All the annuals that year were focused on retelling the first year of the main character. Something close to it. Annual 9, Legends of the Dead Earth. Far, far future. Earth is a wasteland, but new heroes emerge that look like our modern heroes. And Annual 13. International, or yeah, each annual features heroes from some other country other than America. There we go. And then yes, so then we've had Flash Rebirth, and so we had Blackest Night, by the way, somewhere in there. So now we have Brightest Day, and we got Barry Allen returning as the Flash. Francis Manipool, Jeff Johns. This is so they're tearing it up, revitalizing Barry Allen, as it were. Issue 8, return of the Reverse Flash. Somewhere in here we have that, you know, it was me, Barry, it was me the whole time, kind of that panel that gets floating around. Got Flash 9 getting ready for Flashpoint. He's thinking about saving his mother. And issue 12, getting final issue of that series, and he is about to run and get into go do the Flashpoint miniseries right there, and everything will change and it will become the New 52, which is why the next series is the New 52 Flash series. Now the New 52 Flash series, like all of them, had a 0 issue about a year in, which we have here. We kept the same creative team, I believe. No, well, Francis Manipool stayed on. He's writing and drawing. That's what it was. So Flash number 1, New 52, number 4, there. Number 5. There. Number 8, fighting Turbine. Yes, somebody found another speed-related name that hadn't been used yet. 9, fighting Grodd. I think this was this the story where the Grodd gets super speed too? I always thought that was thought that was crazy. That's issue 9. Yeah, I think so. Battle of the Speed Force, issue 16. There. Got issue 17 there. Finally beating Grodd. 24. We got a new version of Reverse Flash here. This is Iris's brother. I forget his name. The brothers and all get very confusing once they bring Wally back later. It all gets kind of mixed up. Family tree. That's issue 24. A little interlude here. Have the month when all the books had these holographic covers. They move. Well, they don't move. This one doesn't move, but it's 3D. 3D is the word I'm looking for, not holographic. And 23 through 23.3. Right there. Notice they only had one, at some level they only had like one background. So you got this Flash, same Flash image. On at least 2 of them. Let me get into a little tie-in to Batman's 0 year crossover. What was Barry Allen doing when Batman was having his 0 year? Find out here about the year. 25, 30. Brett Booth doing some artwork on there. Robert Venditti writing. Good stuff. One there. Oh no, I'm choking. Did he lose his friction shield? Is that what it was? I can't remember. 31. By the time we get to this issue, which would be 40, this is the movie poster variant. So this, oh, I forget, South by Southwest, is that the poster that this is the takeoff on? Correct me in the comments if I've got that wrong. Um, 41. Got another Professor Zoom. So I think the other guy is now going to be Reverse Flash, and now this guy is just going to be Professor Zoom. So you can have both of them. 41. 48, we got the adult coloring book variant cover there. Those who want to do their own coloring. Uh, 49, we've got the Neil Adams variant. Of a takeoff on one of his other covers there. One of his classic covers. And 52, final issue, the homage variant, where the new artist does an homage to the first issue of the series, as you saw just a few minutes ago. So there you go, that's issue 52. And that had a couple of annuals. Annual 1, Fighting the Rogues, through Annual 4, dealing with Zoom. So then we have the Rebirth, and lots of series start over. And so we've got Rebirth, Flash number 1 with that crew. Issue 4 there. Issue 5. There, Barry's day off. He's not having a good one. 8. Right there. What do they call him? Not Ironheart. Not Speedheart. What is it? Oh, shoot. If I remember it, I'll put it in here. Wallace West. In there. Got the return of, since we've had, well, Rebirth is partly all about the return of Wally West. So we've got this homage to that original Earth 1, Earth 2 crossover, but with the two Kid Flashes, the two Wally Wests. They'll eventually be called him Wallace or Ace. And we got another fight with the Mirror Master, as you do for the Flash. wailing on Weather Wizard. Wailing on Weather Wizard. Right there. Teach those rogues. 17. 24. Got Flash Barry teaming up with Hal Jordan again, as in the past. Right there. Extra sized anniversary issue. Because at DC we count whole numbers or multiples, numbers that are that go into 100 by 4 of some sort as an anniversary. But got a little extra special issue there. I'm scared. Sort of not remembering a lot of what happened in these. But he does get zapped with some negative Speed Force energy he's got to get rid of. I think they used that in the show as well. While he's all negative, he's got to fight Shrapnel. I think that was Shrapnel. Shrapnel goes way back. He goes way back to like Doom Patrol, like second Doom Patrol. 29, 32. Barry Allen gets put in the jail. So he's in prison. Iron Heights. Forget, I think he did. 33, we just totally take a break, and we're going to have this crossover with the Dark Knight's Metal. He's going to fight the alternate universe Batman with where Batman became the Flash. Issue 33. Issue 36, we're back into regular stuff. Barry Kitson cover there. Captain Cold taking over. 44. Barry and Wally together, dealing with some crazy storms. Uh-oh, busted. See, Wally came back, and they didn't get around to telling his aunt Iris that he was back. Busted. 52. Forced to team up with Captain Cold. Things must be really bad. 53, we're starting to discover the new other forces like the Strength Force. I mean, like the we discover the Strength Force, like the forces like the Speed Force. There's a Strength Force, which apparently the Trickster 2 gets into him. 53 or 56, the month everything had all the covers had that metallic ink included on them. '57, got some dead rogues coming back to life. 60. So we got Fuerza. She's got I think she had the Strength Force, or she has one of the other forces. One of them forces. It's issue 60. issue 61 right there. Almost buried alive. And 68. We have the old trickster is back. What do you know? And he is up against the Flash there. And we'll find out more about how that's going to go in the next box, because that's all for this box. Okie doke. So that was 65. Next time we'll do 66. We will finish up with the Flash and do some one-shots and mini-series and things like that. We will jump into Flashpoint and eventually make our way out of Flash and get into a few other things, including ForceWorks. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a great day.